Three more
Blind tour guide.
3 more magnetic locks have been added for security to allow the students and the staff to let them in and keep people that we don't want come in wherever they want to come in. The building is approximately, let me think now, this one here is 55,000 square feet. It was built in 1955. And it's been renovated as many times as Joan Rivers has had a facelift.
Maybe not that many.
Yes. I don't want to get too into depth here, but I'll take you through as many rooms as I can. Everything's been painted and touched up and cleaned. There's some stuff left that we still need to do. But we're working on it. We've got 3 more days, and in my life, that's a lot of time. This is a drain pipe that's got to go in the gymnasium yet. See, that's one of the things, and this is the only place.
I thought that was for the spitballs.
Yeah.
I thought that was a musical instrument.
Yeah. That's for that back drain. We're going to take it all the way to the room, so we get rid of the aluminum stuff. We might as well go down into the junior high, and then we'll back up and we'll come back down into the gym. Over here we have a keyboard lab, which is a musical keyboard lab. It's not a computer lab. It's on, so, and I don't like We had just moved this 2 years ago from that side into here, and it's much better set up than where we were before.
Keyboard?
Yeah.
This was a foreign language. Yeah.
This was foreign language before, and we turned it into keyboard 2 years ago. Got them off of the stage. They're not on the stage anymore, which is much better, especially with Jim. Step out.
He's not going to step.
Thanks, Carl. Come on.
As I said,
Better learning space than what we had before.
Do you have one of these?
I will answer them.
Oh, the camera's broken.
I guess. Call Isabel and tell her what you want to know, and I'll make sure I get back to you and give you all the answers that I can. The library and the computer lab. Done in here. That's the robotics room. You guys know this room well. You've met in here many, many times. The server room is in the back over there. That was air conditioned last year, so now we have that's totally air conditioned, so our systems are kept nice and cool and we're not breaking down. Right, Jane?
Yes, that
Jane
was a
likes
good
her
thing.
computer.
Yes, I like the server to be up and running.
Thank you.
Come on, get ready for the next photo. Gotta do all walking.
Mr. Kitts, where's foreign language now?
I'll show you.
Okay.
You can step in here.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Oh, this is a whole section I got lost in once.
Yeah. Oh, the fifth grade is a convoluted space, or
Yeah.
there are 3.
Yep, there's 3 fifth grades. This is one, another one in the back, and there's another one off the back of that. That hallway was created about 7 years ago. This was the last open classroom concept we had. And we finally basically closed it in. We still have opening, if we wanted to open that, we could. If we wanted to have a large classroom here or do something different with it. But this is the last one we had left.
This space gets hot.
Yeah, and there are overhead fans, but it does get warm because there's no outside windows. Except for in the front room. This is a special needs classroom out over here. It has a various number of uses. Lots of specialists use it, speech, that type of thing. Lots of that goes on in that room.
I know Lou wouldn't call your attention to this, but look down that hallway.
What?
Yeah.
All the floors are that. I want these guys to come to my house.
Great. So the room behind there is part of that other group, or that's part of
The
this?
room behind this one is part of the other group. That is the 3rd, 5th grade.
Good.
So there are 2 rooms with outdoor windows. One room is landlocked.
Okay.
And it's not, I'm sure it's not fun to live in there. I'll just go by turn. Coming down. do something different with it now. This is the new language room,
New language. What language would that one be?
which is,
Well, the foreign language room used to be where the keyboard room is now,
Oh, oh.
and it was just too small.
Oh,
this is a much better.
Classroom, so,
Yeah, this is.
at one time, we rented this to do, special program.
Right.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, we had, that was at school.
This is the telephone.
The telephone.
So this space is a little better than it used to be, a lot better. This is a much better learning area for them. Okay, let's sneak back out here. Down the yard.
Wow. Sombreros bonitos.
Today's,
Vocabulary.
I need to go back and start over
Send them to
again.
get them on.
They got so much better stuff than when I was a kid.
I might kill these lights.
There's special use rooms. They get used by a number of different people each day for different uses.
Oh. Didn't know where it was. So I bet.
This room still needs some putting back together, but it's almost done. This is the art room. As you can see, when I came in, I flipped the lights on until the sensor picked me up. All the rooms have sensors in them, so they will go out after about 10 to 12 minutes. Some teachers sit at their desk and complain because they're too still and they don't, they end up going like this, turn the lights back on. But every room in the building does have sensors in it, every class.
See it, you
So,
can't see it.
you know, we've managed to save a lot of electricity in that manner.
Oh.
Stop it.
There's a kiln on the other side. I was wanted to get a shot of the kiln.
There is a kiln in the back, there's also a kiln in the other building too, so both buildings have kilns in
Oh, I
them.
didn't realize.
Yes, yes, we installed a kiln in the other building about 3 years ago, I believe it was. That's a tough go. That's all storage, that we took out and we took away the storage and she was allowed to have the kiln in it. So this is
Luminous drop ceiling, where's the original ceiling up here? Is it much higher than this?
It depends on where you are in the building.
It's got the pitched roof?
The roof varies. Sometimes it's 4 to 6 feet. Sometimes it's 8 inches. It depends on where you are in the building.
yes.
Sylvania is one of the big companies as far as LED go. I attended a class 2 years ago, and I attended another industry on that type of light. This is an English room. I'm just going to point them out, and then we'll get down to the science room. All the classrooms are basically typical. In this building, they are different shaped, but they're basically the same size, square footage wise. This is Miss Reynolds down here, which is another special needs room, which is a little bit smaller than the other ones. And that room is used by her, but that's only 4 or 5 students generally at a time. This is Mr. K's science room. Yeah, Mr. K and I have an ongoing battle about fire code safety in the ceiling. So we back and forth. He takes something down, I trade and let him put something back up. He keeps it interesting. He's an interesting teacher. He does the hot air balloons with the kids and stuff, and this room is really, yeah. There's always a lot going on in here for the children. It's a pretty nice room.
And he's also teaching the new units that they've been developing with the NASA appropriations.
Oh, yeah.
Plus he's got the weather station down in here now. So they're into all of this. They're really into it. And possibly I hear they might get a windmill to work
Maybe
on.
I'll move his weather unit up to do that first, what an opportunity.
Yeah, I guess I should tell her. No, I was telling Lou earlier that I'm back on trying to figure out how to get 100 kW windmill up here. But I was going to propose it that we put it in.
bathrooms at the end.
Good.
Student bathrooms are at that end. And there are more student bathrooms down towards the gym that the 5th grade use. And then the 6th grade uses bathrooms where I'll take you and show you those. So everybody does have their own space for that area. We're gonna move back down this area now. If anybody has a question, we've got to walk all the way back down to the gym so you could ask me. Anything? No. How about you? You want to know where the volleyball nets are?
I've got Isabella on it, the second week of school. Because it's so complicated.
We just went by. That's one of the smaller rooms that I talked about along the way that different people use. It's a small office type setup. She doesn't have more than
Needs a little water?
three or four kids at a time usually. You know, rock farm.
All right, it wouldn't be, she didn't have. Yeah, well, it would be.
Yeah, so school committee.
Oh, 91. This is above the concrete rubber. Oh, it is. This is built above the concrete rubber. Gymnasium. No. This is here. Poly, yeah, it's screened poly. Gymnasium was painted last year green, as you recall. That was up that pivot. And the door, 2 new doors were added this year, so we got better insulation and better security. A magnetic block was added on the back door so that PE teachers would be able to access the building and come in and out through that door off the field, so that's a better situation than the PE trying in and out, in and out, in and out. Not much else has been added here. The lights in here were added about 4 years ago. These were 400-watt metal halides, and we replaced them with 122 watts per fixture. So we saved a lot of kit. As I've always said though, this is all the electricity we want. National Grid's going to go and pluck the PUC and make sure that the price stays low. We won't need to worry about it. We're trying to save you the main goal here is the budget. So the PUC. Thanks.
So what's going on with that, Lou?
Okay, so you're all set.
Stage is used as a stage now.
Amazing, huh? What a concept. What a concept.
I thought. Use it for chorus practice, but that's practice. And the lighting system is still in the works, but we're working on it. I've got to make sure I get enough juice to run it. And
But you also have the sound system.
the sound. Well, yeah, we upgraded the sound system, and we also put in the curtain this year, the actual theater curtain, not the whatever we had in the back there, or whatever that
I
was.
think it was anything.
Actual theater.
This way, because you want to look at it. You want to look at it?
Well, I was up here.
Teacher's room, you all saw that before. school and cafeteria. The floors are done in here, everything is done in here, we spruce it up every year. We did have some damage to the wall in the kitchen area, as you recall, the backhoe went through it last winter. So I'll show you the repairs on that, and we were fortunate enough to get some new equipment. There's still some work ongoing in here, so there's still some stuff in here. We will be ready. I called for service today. I'm gonna have them fix it. I'm telling you, no, absolutely. If you look behind Dr. Lucan here, this is the wall that was replaced. The hood had to come down, the Ansel system had to be taken apart, all of the stuff moved out. It was quite an undertaking. That was as close as they could come with that 1950 tile. We were laughing about, I brought in a picture from, I think it's 1956 or 58, and some of the equipment in the picture is still in this room.
Like the refrigerator.
Yeah, the refrigerator, and there was a mixer that I know was in the storeroom in the back.
Well, this probably isn't original.
When the backhoe came through the wall, the stove was damaged. We were fortunate enough to receive a new stove. This is it. It's a 2-burner gas stove with an oven, and it's very nice, and a grill. And that was all paid for out of our insurance. Yeah, we were fortunate enough to receive that. Plus, it's a lot more compact and just a better unit to be cooking on. So we've got a little bit more space in here. Yeah, and I think that stove was original, 1953.
We got room for another beach now.
Yeah, I don't know what they'll want, but. Boilers, I'll tell you about the boilers. The boilers are all over 200,000 BTU boilers. There are 2 of them. They very rarely run in tandem. If they're running in tandem, it's really cold outside. But, we have a backup, so you always have one. One shuts down on you or goes bad, you go boiler. And when it gets really, really cold, they both do run. I mean, I've been here probably, in the 21 years that I've been here, I've seen both of them run 15 times. It's real cold, real cold. But we made some headway with that too, as far as heat goes. We had the insulation and the ceilings done. That was part of the insulation project that you see in the capital improvement. So the insulation and the ceiling was brought back into place because, over the years it gets moved, so we did that in the past year, and that has helped also. Bye, Andrea. Enjoy the drill, you dirty dog. I want to go cut the car up.
Looking forward to all that turnout gear.
The clinic is in here. I don't know if you'd like to see it. It's locked.
I haven't done anything with that.
Yeah, there's nothing to it. It's just, we cleaned it, done it, and that was it.
Yeah, that's what it's like.
You're going to challenge the energy audit people, see if they can come up with something, that.
Well, I got that in the hands there, Bill. At my Melrose school, they good. They couldn't come up with one.
Yeah, because they said we had standard flow fixtures, all kinds.
No, we don't.
Yeah, so,
We don't. Most of that stuff.
I was really confused
I'm
by
going to talk
whole
about that
report.
tonight.
Okay.
This is one of the rooms that was damaged in the, we had a freeze up in this unit, up over your head there, Cap. One morning, Tim and I came in about 6, and we had water coming down the stairs at us. We were able to secure the leak, clean up the mess, open the back 2 classrooms, switch these 2 classrooms down to the library area. We never missed a beat as far as school went that day, but the classrooms were closed down for a couple of days until we could get the carpets up and new carpet down and do all the drying that we had to do and everything else that went on. We had a failure in the carpet that was put in at that time, and the carpet started to fray. Called the vendor back. Clean Care of Rhode Island. They came right in, they got a hold of the carpet company themselves and they did a test on the carpet. There's still an argument out there as to whether the carpet is any good or it isn't any good, whether it was failure on their part or there was nothing we could find that we were doing that was wrong, and Clean Care realized that and looked at it and said we're going to replace the carpet. So they replaced it a second time. This is brand new yesterday.
Last night at 9:00.
Last night at 9:20.
No way.
I can see the deadline. School committee meeting tomorrow night, I'm doing a tour, get it done.
Yeah, well, that was part of it, Ted. You're right.
I'm sure.
In this room, we're talking about the same thing.
Thank you.
Okay, we did have to do an asbestos abatement in here, because when we went to take the new carpet up, when we went to take the new carpet up, it was so sticky because it was so brand new that it started to pull the old tiles off the floor. Okay, and the tiles are encapsulated underneath there. There are many, many places like this in the building.
It's perfectly safe.
That's why it's there.
Yeah. So we immediately stopped the job. I stopped the job. We got Clean Care back in here. We got an abatement company. We went through all of the state and federal regulations and did everything the way we were supposed to do. Filed it with the state. They came in on a Saturday. I was here from Saturday from 7 to 10:30 at night until we got it. It was all done in one day, and then it was tested on Monday, and the test came back clean, and that's why we were able to get the carpet. Otherwise, I don't know if I'd have had these 2 rooms for school. So that was, and once again, Clean Care, they took the bullet on it. They paid for all of it because it was part of what had happened. So we were pretty fortunate on that end. You'll see all that information later. But if you have any questions about that, I know how it took place and when it took place. All 4 of these classrooms are alike except for this last one on the left here. They're all the same size. We'll go look at the hydroponic unit.
Yeah. That's a good thing.
Hey, DJ, how many kids did you hang on those, right? Hard to say, yeah. You know what I had?
That's why I don't mind about.
Oh,
You see some of that NASA money in here.
this has been on the record.
Cool.
As I said, I've been here 21 years, and every year they make me learn about something else. This is a hydroponic growing unit, and it grows.
This is what Rahana reported this week.
Yeah, you remember.
Yep, this is on the record.
Used to have a very big tank, too.
This was the fish tank. Yeah, we had a couple of years of that. So
Oh, yeah.
this is really, the kids really enjoyed this. I actually learned some stuff myself, but it was interesting to watch it be put together and go through it. Some challenges, yeah. It was interesting.
Did they solve the problem of why your lights wasn't in?
It's come back. Did we put the filter on? Did we order the filter?
Something.
Yeah. Somewhere in our town.
It's an interesting way it works. It's very extreme.
Hey, where did you get a vertebrae like that?
I don't know where she got that.
Yeah, it was a friend of hers.
That it was on a beach somewhere, or it came up and then
She always gets some stuff. She is very.
Now, you guys all have your cars here, I suppose, right?
Yeah.
All right. So, how about if I meet you at the front door of the other building?
That's good.
That works. I'm gonna speak out the back.
See you later.
And as I said, if you have any questions, just email them to Isabel and she'll give them to me.
All right. I will. Thank you. I'll try to
So
be
we're
there
going over
early.
lawn, and you can
I'll try to
bring
be
the
there
other.
early.